There's about 8,000 to 10,000 people that live in Ferry County. Ferry County is one of the poorest counties in the state of Washington.
To go to Walmart, to go to our doctor's appointments, you're traveling over a mountain pass. It's 3 hours to get anywhere. We have students that don't have power, water, transportation. They struggle.
We see kids that come to school hungry. We see kids that have social and emotional problems. We see kids that don't have the hope beyond what Republic would offer in the rural settings. The partnership with Community Schools as Republic wants to get outside of Republic to provide resources for our kids and let them see the bigger picture once they graduate.
Being a site coordinator is the most heartfelt, fulfilling job that I've really honestly ever had the honor to have. You get to be that difference that makes them walk through that door. I'm telling you, there's nothing better than seeing a face that used to not smile, that has a big smile, runs and gives you a hug, and that they know they have that little safe place.
Communities in Schools is an evidence-based model, but really the heartbeat of that model is the site coordinator. And so what it looks like is a site coordinator going into schools and building relationships with students and their families to make sure that they have whatever they need to succeed and that there isn't any barrier that stops them from that successful future.
Communities in Schools is a safe space for students to be able to just get a breath of fresh air. Communities in Schools can just hear the stories of the kids in the moment. Every kid has a story to tell. We can hold space for them.
There's a lot of kids here in Republic that don't have a relationship with both parents. So many of our kids are hungry for relationships, and having these relationships here at the school really have a positive impact on our kids and changes their lives.
I met Noah my first year at Curlew. He went through some dark times in his life and just needed a friend. And he knew that I was a safe space where he could share openly what he was feeling.
Miss Danny has helped Noah immensely. We came from a really rough situation and he wouldn't even talk to me. Just even being as a mom, trying to open up that door. He put up a concrete barrier for the longest time. And he wouldn't let anybody in. Working with Miss Danny, she's actually taken that concrete barrier and crushed it. She's moved mountains with him. And to see him in a totally different light and to have him smile again means the world to me.
Me and Miss Danny's relationship is amazing. If I need to talk to her, she'll listen. We set goals a lot and it really just gives me something to work towards whenever I accomplish goals. It's just making me more happier, proud about myself, and I really like that.
Community in Schools is that big, gigantic hug that your mother gives you before you go off to school and says, you can be whatever you want to be. Nothing will stand in your way. I'm going to help you and I'll support you along your way and along the journey. So to me, it's just that wraparound core support for each and every kiddo.
In a perfect world, I would hope that we would have more resources for our students. We really struggle with having enough bodies, enough ears, enough minds to help these kids pull themselves back up and have the strength to continue on, and for their families, which is where it starts.
There are a lot of ways that you can support Communities in Schools. You can volunteer your time, you can mentor a student, you can donate financially, or even apply to be a site coordinator and join our team in making an impact for students.
I think people should support Communities in Schools because they help out kids who are in need and giving kids an outlet to talk to, and they'll listen. I don't think I've ever seen that done with any other community I've been part of.
Thank you.